All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, Young Thug and Ralo is going head-to-head on the internet, man. Young Thug is about to defend himself after Ralo accused him of snitching. Let's go.
Young Thug just told Ralo to shut the fuck up. Months of back-and-forth snitch accusations, leaked interrogation tapes, and explosive interviews finally pushed Thug to snap at the man calling him out since August 2025. Both of these rappers are accusing each other of the exact same thing. Both claim they have proof, and the entire Atlanta rap scene is now picking sides. This is how Young Thug fired back at Ralo's snitch claims, and why this beef might be the ugliest fallout from the YSL Rico case yet. Before we get into this war, you need to understand who Ralo actually is, because a lot of people only know him from this beef. Terrell Davis, born February 12, 1991, grew up in one of Atlanta's most dangerous neighborhoods called The Bluff. Multiple prison stints came before he ever touched a microphone, and when he finally got into music around 2015, real street credibility separated him from a lot of other rappers trying to break through. Recognition started building with tracks like Can't Lie, featuring Future, and mixtape series like American Gangster and Diary of the Streets helped him build a solid catalog. Cash Money Records signed him in 2016 through Birdman, and that connection with Gucci Mane came through in 2017 when he joined 1017 Eskimo Records. Music moves weren't the only thing Ralo had going on, though, because he was also collaborating heavily with some...
What the hell? Wait, did I know that? And he was signed to Birdman and then signed to Gucci Mane? I remember the Gucci Mane. I don't remember him being signed to Birdman. All right, let's keep watching.
The biggest names in Atlanta, including Young Thug. Ralo himself acknowledged how those connections mattered when he said, quote, "Collaborating with guys like Thug and Yachty helped me to break into the blogs and mainstream media. I already had the streets locked. These two were not distant acquaintances. Genuine friendship connected them. They worked together on multiple tracks, including Flexing on Purpose, featuring Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert, and 21 Savage, along with I Know, Let It Go, and Young Enema with Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi Vert. That history is what makes this beef so ugly, because this isn't two strangers going at each other. This is two men who used to be close now accusing each other of being rats." April 2018 derailed Ralo's career completely. Authorities arrested him at DeKalb Peachtree Airport after discovering approximately 964 pounds of marijuana on 2 private jets linked to him. Almost 1,000 pounds of weed.
They got a story where Ralo actually talks about that and breaks it down on what was going on that day and how he was feeling and why he was basically saying he was moving lazy. He was just ready to get home. The money he had spent, the weed was bad. It was a whole breakdown. Y'all can go watch it. He sits and talks about it, and he was lazy, and he did something he wouldn't normally do the way he do it. So he admitted basically in that interview this is something he kept constantly doing. But on this time, he was lazy. He just wanted to get home, and he was actually on the plane that the weed was on, and that's how he got caught. But yeah, that's a whole nother story.
An estimated value around $1.84 million. Federal charges came down hard, including conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute, felony firearm possession, money laundering, and racketeering. The feds offered a 5-year plea deal in 2019, but Ralo rejected it because he wanted to fight the case. That decision backfired when a judge discovered Ralo was arranging drug deals from jail using an Apple Watch, and his bond got revoked immediately.
God.
Stuck with no way out, he eventually pleaded guilty in March 2022 and received a sentence of 97 months, roughly 8 years. After serving approximately 5.5 years, he was released to a halfway house in October 2023 and walked completely free on November 8th, 2023. Those dates matter because they become central to Ralo's defense against Thug's accusations later on. May 9th, 2022 changed everything for Young Thug. A massive 56-count Rico indictment in Fulton County, Georgia, named 28 alleged YSL members, and Thug was at the center of it.
This shit changed everything for Atlanta, man. This case right here fucked over Atlanta, man. Everything went downhill after this shit. Once they started, Fannie Willis, I'm gonna say Fannie Willis fucked over Atlanta. Once she started that whole Rico, I'm looking for this label, I'm gonna put Ricos on this label, I'm gonna put Ricos, grabbing up niggas with Ricos. That whole Rico shit fucked up the Atlanta rap scene, bro.
Prosecutors claim YSL, which stood for Young Stoner Life, wasn't just a record label, but a criminal street gang affiliated with the Bloods, responsible for murder, robbery, and drug dealing going back to 2012. What followed became the longest criminal trial in Georgia history. December 2022 brought one of the most controversial moments when Gunna, one of Thug's closest artists, took an offered plea and walked free after serving about a year. Thug felt betrayed by that move because the perception was that Gunna cooperated to get out, and he publicly distanced himself from Gunna after that. This positioned Thug as the guy who wouldn't accept snitching, the one who stood on his principles, the one calling out Gunna for what he saw as betrayal. Halloween night 2024, October 31st, Young Thug finally accepted a plea deal. 6 guilty pleas and 2 no-contest pleas added up to 40 years total, but the breakdown worked in his favor. Over 900 days of time served counted as 5 years in prison. 15 years of probation followed, and 20 years were backloaded, meaning he only serves that time if he violates probation.
Jeez. That is crazy. So for 15 years, nigga, you can't fucking slip up not one time. Are you gonna have to go back and do all that shit? God damn, nigga. That's like walking on eggs, nigga. Walking on eggs for 15 years. I can't do nothing. I can't make one slip up or I'm done.
Freedom came that same night, but a 10-year ban from Metro Atlanta came with it. August 27th, 2025 ignited this entire beef. A nearly 2-hour audio clip of Young Thug speaking to police during a 2015 interrogation went viral across X and YouTube. The tape had originally surfaced around November 2023, but bloggers and DJ academics recirculated it, and this time, it exploded everywhere. Thug was discussing Pee Wee Roscoe in the recording, a YSL affiliate accused of shooting at Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015. The critical quote went like this: "They said Roscoe, but I don't want to block out y'all's case by saying Roscoe ain't do that." That sounded to a lot of people like Thug was confirming Roscoe's involvement in the shooting, and the perception of hypocrisy hit immediately. This was the same Young Thug who publicly shunned Gunna for taking a plea.
Now, we all heard the audio. By now, we all heard the Young Thug audio, that 2-hour voluntarily. He volunteered for that, by the way. He didn't have to be there. That 2-hour interrogation for 2 hours. Y'all all heard the tape. Now, I'm going to ask y'all again, now that you've been able to let it sink in, you know what I mean, live with it for a while now, what is y'all final verdict? Did Young Thug snitch or not?
The guy who positioned himself as someone who would never cooperate. And here he was on tape seemingly giving information to police. Thug responded immediately on X, writing, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother #ratwear." His argument was simple, that if he had actually snitched, prosecutors would have used that tape against him or someone else in the YSL case. Pee Wee Roscoe jumped in to defend Thug with a video calling him clean as Listerine and saying he did what a real street now would do, kept it silent, kept it overly real. And that's when Roscoe made a critical mistake. While defending Thug, he named Ralo, Gunna, and YSL Duke as the real rats, dragging Ralo directly into the crosshairs and setting off everything that followed. August 28, 2025 brought Ralo's response, and he went off hard. Instagram came first with a shot at Pee Wee Roscoe. "Pee Wee, you forgot this one puxy. Now come give me a 1 so I can beat your lil broke ass." Attention turned to Young Thug directly after that when Ralo went on X and posted a statement that set the entire rap internet on fire. "Well, Bakar lied to the feds for, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off, cause I wasn't right. So now you gon' have to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we waiting on that gospel album to twin." That statement packed multiple accusations into one post. Ralo was saying he did talk to the feds, but claimed he lied to them, meaning any cooperation he gave was deliberate misinformation designed to mislead investigators. Beyond that, he accused Young Thug of calling Lil Baby and telling Baby to cut Ralo off, essentially claiming Thug sabotaged his industry relationships. And by putting himself in the same category as Gunna, someone Thug labeled a rat, Ralo was saying that whatever Thug did to Gunna was about to come back around. Court document screenshots accompanied the post, which Ralo claimed proved his statements to federal agents were fabricated, meaning in his telling, he never gave up real information on anyone. Young Thug's response landed the same day, captured by Say Cheese, and pulled over 5 million views. His words were direct. "Your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed. to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not forget you told Fonnie, Willis, you would take the stand on me and YFN Lucci in our case to get out of jail.
What? Did he? God damn, man. You don't know who the fuck to trust. I don't know, man. All these niggas flaw right now.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
All these niggas flaw. Wait, so Ralo, everybody said Ralo supposed to be the realest street nigga. Wait, so he said he'd take the stand. Is that true? He said he'd take the stand on Gunna and yeah, see what I'm saying, man? This is crazy. This Atlanta, this is why they calling y'all Rat Atlanta right now. Just think from the outside looking in how we looking at y'all, like based off this information. It's crazy, man. It's like somebody got to clear the air on all this shit. Who is really the rats out there? And because right now everybody's saying everybody else is the rat. As soon as one person get called a rat, he point his finger at another rapper and call the other rapper a rat, and that rapper point his finger at another rapper, call that. So right now, all the rappers have this rat title on them. Who the fuck? Somebody got to clear the air, man.
I tried to free my mans. You tried to fry yours. At Ralafam Goon, that last part was the most explosive accusation of the entire beef. Young Thug was claiming Ralo had offered to testify against him and YFN Lucci in their respective cases in exchange for getting out of prison early. If true, that would make Ralo exactly what he was accusing Thug of being. Ralo came back with his own response and matched Thug's energy completely. His words, well, let's hear it out. My friend mouth did I tell on him pussy. I went federal. You went Fulton County. I never met a Fonnie in my life. Show your proof like I'm showing mines. And FY, I was one of the only Nas screaming hashtag free Lucci you snake ass. N. A is the real reason Atlanta is broken. You thought you was John Gotti, you are a street punk. Let's not forget Big Boo took care of your bumazar S.O. to the AROC. Ralo's defense actually holds logical weight when you break it down. A jurisdictional gap existed because he was in the federal system while Young Thug's case was in Fulton County State Court under District Attorney Fonnie Willis. And Ralo says he never even met Willis because his case was federal, not state. A timeline issue created an even bigger problem for Thug's accusation. Ralo's arrest came in April 2018, but the YSL Rico indictment covered activities from 2021 and 2022. Ralo's question was straightforward. How could he have given information to the feds in 2018 about crimes that hadn't even happened yet? His words put it plainly. How in the hell can I tell the feds in June of 2018 on some shotty that happened in the state 2021 and 2022?
I mean, you got a point there, if that is the case. If that is the case, you got a point there. If that's what you call him a rat for. You're saying he snitched in 2018 on some shit that happened in 2021. That's kind of like, that don't make sense.
Are you saying I went federal and saw future crime? That point carries weight. If Ralo was locked up before the alleged YSL activities even took place, what exactly would he have been telling the feds about? 2 weeks passed, and this beef grew into something far bigger than two men arguing on social media. August 29th, 2025 brought Ralo onto DJ Academic's live stream, where he delivered an extended monologue accusing Thug of systematically destroying Atlanta's unity. All he ever did was do lame shit. He turned on Mother King. Rich Homie Quan turned the whole world against Rich Homie Quan. Then he turned around and he see Gunna surpassing every NA in the industry. He turned everybody in the world against motherfucking Gunna.
That is a fact. That is two stone cold facts. He definitely created a union against Rich Homie Quan. Shout out Rich Homie Quan, rest in peace, by the way. And he created a union against Gunna. You are guilty of that, Young Thug. You are guilty. You know how to organize and arrange to get everybody on your side to go against people. That's what he does do. And as that audio leaked when he was talking about Kendrick Lamar, same shit. Like, he got to go through us. If he don't give us no features or work with us, we ain't fucking with him. Like, yeah. So you was like the ringleader of that whole Atlanta movement and making sure, you know, niggas collabs and who to work with, who not to work with. Yeah. I would have to say Young Thug is guilty of that.
He thought he was Pablo Escobar. That accusation carried serious weight because Ralo was saying Young Thug had a pattern of turning on people, that whenever someone got too successful or too close to his level, Thug would move against them. August 30th of 2025 escalated everything even further when leaked jail calls between Thug and 21 Savage surfaced, showing Thug discussing sabotaging Gunna's music rollout. Another leaked call revealed Thug calling Q, C, CEO, Pierre P. Thomas a rat. P fired back immediately on Instagram. Imagine some broke-ass rats like a Thugger one and Pee Wee Ratsko trying to run a rat narrative on me. An AI-generated...
See what I'm saying? Every time somebody get called a rat, the person they called a rat called the other rapper a rat, and the other rapper a rat, and this rapper, and they just all do it to each other. So Young Thug calls P a rat, then P calls Young Thug a rat back, and then he names Roscoe. And then Roscoe calls Ralo a rat. And then Ralo calls Thug a rat. And then now it's just everybody calling each other rats. It's like, God damn, man, what the fuck? Y'all all, damn.
Image of a rat with Young Thug's face followed that post, and P announced he was saving his full story for a QC documentary worth 20 to 30 million. Ralo sided with P, posting, "The only thing worse than a person that's going against family is a snake that's trying to divide the family so they can be the mob boss." Whack 100 and Charleston White also publicly attacked Thug, and on September 2nd, 2025, Young Thug's sister jumped in to defend her brother against Ralo on social media. This was no longer just personal beef. Atlanta hip-hop was in civil war. September 7th and 8th, 2025, brought Young Thug's most extensive public statement since getting out of prison, a nearly 3-hour interview on Perspectives with Big Bank. Thug doubled down on his accusations against Ralo during the sit-down. Man to man, Ralo know I don't give a fuck you who he told on. I know 100%. Another quote landed even harder. "You just squealing. You just in that butt trying to get out of jail." Despite all the accusations flying, Thug claimed no personal animosity toward Ralo. "I don't got no problem with Ralo. I'm praying you get out, bro." Names came out during the interview as Thug listed Ralo, Woody, Yak Gotti, and Gunna as cooperators in his view. Emotion hit when the topic turned to Gunna, and Thug actually teared up discussing the betrayal. "How can you just do what you did to me and then just go live your life? Like ain't nothing happened. I done cried many nights over this shit." That was the first time fans really saw how deeply the Gunna situation had affected Thug. Legal strategy and street code were only part of it, because this was personal pain. Instagram carried Ralo's response to the Big Bank interview. "You went on an interview, lying and crying. I ain't did nothing to none of you nen. Nah, paperwork is law in the streets. Either you're hating or you're being misled." His argument stayed consistent, demanding that Thug show the paperwork. If proof existed that he told on anybody, release it. Stop talking and show the documents. September 7th, 2025 brought what looked like an attempt from Thug to close the chapter when he posted on X. Chapter ended. "To everyone involved in this situation, I'm sorry this is happening, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I'm moving forward with my life. Thank you, God." That chapter did not end though, not even close. March 2026 reignited everything. Boosie Baz published a list of rappers who declined protective custody while locked up. And
oh my God. So this is what kicked it back off. This is what kicked it back off. Oh my God. The fucking PC list. The rappers who didn't go PC. So this is what kicked this stupid ass shit. These niggas is fucking goofballs, man. You niggas are successful millionaires, bro, and y'all still be trying to prove y'all are street than a motherfucker, man. Why?
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Bro, you don't have to do it no more. You don't got to prove you're the hardest street nigga. You're not in the streets. Nobody looking at y'all like y'all really in the streets no more. You don't have to prove that you're still the hardest street nigga. Like, bro, you can't be. It's impossible. You can't be the hardest street nigga no more, bro. Like, you got too much going. You got, nigga, a business. You got, nigga, these niggas in the streets is crashing out, nigga. They don't give a fuck about no business. Don't give a fuck about nothing. You do care, bro. Like, what? This is just because the PC list came out, now y'all back feuding and talking about who raps and shit. This is crazy.
Young Thug's name was on it. A whole debate about PC kicked off around what it means for a rapper's credibility, pulling in Kodak Black and Meek Mill. Young Thug himself commented on No Jumper. "PC is smarter though. That hard shot get a none, but heartaches from your family and kids and more charges." That statement was interesting because Thug was essentially saying that refusing protective custody just to look tough isn't worth it if it causes more problems. Ralo saw an opening and struck. Thug ain't went to not one federal prison yard. He had that weak ad trial, and now he think he Escobar. Imagine being called a rat and still walked every yard with my chest out. Ralo's point was that he did federal time, real federal time, and walked yards in actual federal prisons while being accused of snitching. No hiding, no PC. standing on what he stood on. And that's when Young Thug finally snapped. Hot 97 reported his response on March 12, 2026. Ralo STFU. You right, OG. I'm just saying some of us the police hate and can't wait to put charges on Niles for anything. So it's a case-by-case situation. But if you acting gangster, stand on whatever comes with it, fashion, you overly right. But I am the cause the police hated me far. They tried everything. The tone here is interesting because Thug tells Ralo to shut up, but then
oh my God. I remember seeing that too. I remember somebody posted either Say Cheese or Academics. It makes sense now. Okay. So when everybody was responding, because Meek Mill was responding, it was a lot of niggas that was like, oh, why my name not on there? I wasn't in PC. Why my name not on there? Why my name? That's the thing about these corny ass lists, bro. Like, who give a fuck? They only hot for like 2 days, bro. Like, nigga, oh, my name's not on there. My name's not on there. My name's like, everybody, all these rappers was doing that shit. That was so lame, dog. And then I did see when they posted, it did say Ralo shut up. So that's what sparked it all back off. Okay, all right, got you.
Actually agrees with him on the PC issue, calling Ralo overly right about standing on what you stand on, while explaining his own position. The police specifically targeted him, that they tried everything to get him. Dismissive energy was there, but not the same aggressive fire from August, almost like Thug was tired of the whole thing. Days before that Ralo STFU moment, around March 11th, 2026, Ralo appeared on a live stream with Lil Woody, one of the key witnesses in the YSL Rico case. Someone asked about a hypothetical sit-down with Young Thug, Gunna, Lil Baby, and YFN Lucci, and Ralo's answer was intense. I'm all for it. You can't even play them BTCha games with me. I'll slap the shit out of Nana, open to a face-to-face conversation, but making it clear things could get violent. Stepping back from all of this reveals that the beef between Thug and Ralo is really just a symptom of something much bigger.
The goddamn podcast mics, man. Like I said earlier, the goddamn mics in people's faces, man. They make you say some shit, and niggas might sometimes say it with too much energy, too much passion, and somebody gets offended who's listening. And that's what happens, man. God damn, man. You know what? It makes sense now. I was finna say, why is there so much beef in the world right now? So much beef between rappers. It's these goddamn podcasts. That's what it is. These niggas be really offended, and they will swear they don't watch your ass. I don't watch that nigga. I ain't watching his shit. But yet know everything going on, man. Listen, man, if it's hot, we watch it, bro, because it goes viral. If it goes viral, you're going to watch, bro. And if it's viral, something viral about you, you have no choice but to see it. So Young Thug, you know, like Ralo being with Woody, that's just viral already. Like the fact that I don't get the Woody shit. Somebody gotta make this Woody shit make sense to me, bro. It's like, if he's a snitch, why do everybody still hang with him? I'm literally trying to figure that out. He's a known snitch, yet all these rappers in Atlanta still hang out with him, and he's out hanging out. What is going on? Hey, I can't figure that out for the life of me, man.
The YSL Rico case didn't just put Young Thug in prison for over 900 days. That case fractured the entire Atlanta rap ecosystem, creating divisions between Thug and Gunna, between Thug and QC, between Thug and Ralo, and dozens of secondary relationships got destroyed in the process. DJ Academics captured it on August 31st, 2025. It's always been a whole lot of hate and secret beefing and ratting in Atlanta. They did an amazing job for over a decade keeping it secret. Officially, it's over. All their dirt on social media. That's the real story here. Atlanta's unity, or at least the appearance of unity, has been shattered. Behind the scenes tensions that stayed private for years are now playing out publicly for everyone to see. Small signs have appeared that maybe some of these wounds could heal. Lil Baby released Superman featuring Young Thug on December 3rd, 2025, and a Gunna diss existed in the leaked version of the song where Thug originally rapped. Only reason I fucked with you, Gunna, it was cause of truth. That line was removed when the official version dropped. The Gunna diss was gone. A small thing, but it suggests at least some people are trying to stop widening the fractures. Maybe a chance still exists to bring some of this back together. March 2026 finds the beef between Young Thug and Ralo definitively unresolved. Ralo says he's open to a confrontation or sit down, but warns it could turn violent. Thug moves between dismissing Ralo by telling him to shut up and partially agreeing with him like he did on the protective custody issue. Neither side has produced the definitive paperwork that would settle these allegations once and for all. The fundamental question at the heart of this entire story remains unanswered. Who really cooperated? Who actually
Right. Who's really a rat? Because right now, the world, y'all made it seem like everybody out there. So that's how we're looking at it. Everybody, all the Atlanta rappers, as far as the big ones, is rats. I mean, because that's the perception y'all painted. That's the perception y'all painted to the world. We don't know who to believe. I think Future, the only one, damn, like Gucci. Future and Gucci, the only one who has passed the test of not being called a rat. I don't think nobody called Lil Baby a rat. Everybody else, though, it's over with. And Lil Yachty too, you get a pass. They ain't said your name, but unless I missed something.
told? Who lied? Can the street code even survive when you're facing decades in federal or state prison? No clean resolution exists here. No clear good guy or bad guy. Just two men who used to be friends, both accusing each other of the same thing, both claiming they have proof, and both watching their city's rap scene tear itself apart. Young Thug fired back at Ralo, told him to shut up, and this war that started back in August 2025 is still going with no end in sight.
Hey, man, golly. Wow. Yeah, man, again, we don't know who to believe, what to believe. But at this point, man, you know, the title is Ratlanta, and that's what everybody's calling y'all. And that's what everybody's running with. You know what I mean? Until y'all show us otherwise and y'all start clearing up these beefs and these allegations and these, y'all got to clear it up. This is something y'all painted to the world. Now, we're looking at all these rappers a little different, man. Music don't tend to hit the same to people when, you know, you have that title. As far as the street guys, as far as anybody that's from the streets. Now, to the rest of the world, you know, the college kids and the non-affiliates, they're still gonna love the music because they're fans of the music. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether they buy into you outside of music and your whole gimmick and your act, since that's what it seems to be, do they care that enough? I think Gunna showed everybody, you know, even with those allegations of being one of the biggest snitches in hip hop. Next, I think 6ix9ine and Gunna may have been like top two, quote unquote, biggest snitches in hip hop. You know what I mean? And if Gunna could survive and become number one and drop number one records, number one albums, all this shit, which later came out, Young Thug said he paid for it to be number one, which was another thing, man. Like, so much confusion, man. But let me know what y'all think about this Ralo and Young Thug beef, man. Y'all think this is about to heat up shit on another level out here in Atlanta? I don't know. If you're from Atlanta, let us know. As far as the streets, I don't know. I don't live out there to say what's going to happen in the streets. But as far as the internet, is it going to heat up these conversations of people comparing who's the bigger rat, who's not a rat in Atlanta? Is it going to spark that back off again? Let me know, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.